This is Dolynny TV, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I woke up this morning. I checked the standings. I checked where the Oilers ranked. And we're still undefeated, ladies and gentlemen, and that is absolutely insane to think us as Oilers fans on October 9th got to wake up this morning, check the standings, and realize we're still undefeated. Everything else about the standings, that's fluid. I don't want to get too far into that. The key here is the word undefeated. A 5-2 victory against the New York Islanders last night got the job done. And now, well, all of a sudden, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, I'm from southern Alberta. Well, nowadays. I'm from Cold Lake originally, so shout out to the Lakeland. Of course, spent some time covering hockey in Bonnyville and St. Paul as well, so I've been well traveled in the Lakeland. But past few years, I've been down here in Calgary area. And, well, ladies and gentlemen, there's a correlation as to where I am in the province and what I'm about to talk to you guys about tonight, because, well, that 5-2 victory kind of came hand in hand with the discussion that we're going to, ladies and gentlemen, have all season long. It's just inevitable because, well, A, how many trades have the Oilers and Flames made in history? No more than 5. I think 3 is the magic number if I've got my count right in my head. So that's right there. And one of those trades happened to happen this summer while I was in the work truck. What one was that? It was a miserable, rainy Friday afternoon. I had a ball tournament up in Carstairs that weekend. And I was joking in the truck on the way there that Milan Lucic and something was going to be announced when I was at the tournament that weekend. Well, it turned out it was announced, bang, as I was delivering that house of sheet metal. So, without any further preamble, because I'm just having fun with this one, setting this one up, is the simple fact that, ladies and gentlemen, we've got ourselves the debate about Milan Lucic versus James Neal, right? It's built in to the Calgary-Edmonton rivalry before we even play a game to start this regular season on December 27th. Last night, okay, let's go back to last night. The reason we won, as technically speaking, if you take away all 6 of James Neal's goals this year, we've only gone 1-2, technically speaking. However, hockey's a weird sport, blah, 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 blah. But technically speaking, we won on the back of James Neal's 4-goal effort last night. Now let's go back. Okay, let's revisit my little preamble there about being from southern Alberta, and why that's important is because, well, you listen to the radio, and I'm going to specifically pick on CJ92 this morning on the way back from a delivery, and they happen to be talking about this James Neal versus Milan Lucic thing. And CJ92, Jesse and JD on the morning show, they're kind of, they love giving you the satirical take. They love joking around. That's just kind of their shtick on the radios. So what I'm getting at is, they were having a lot of fun with this whole Milan Lucic thing. Kind of sitting here kicking tires about how, yeah, a lot of Flames fans are kind of feeling a little bit burnt by the James Neal trade in terms of he can do that for Edmonton and not do that for us. What the heck? And in the same turn, kind of look at Milan Lucic and say what he's bringing to the team. But that is internally the debate that I'm going to have with you today about this whole concept, right? Obviously, to look at it practically, and as many people who try to keep a level head, open playing field on this Milan Lucic, James Neal trade will tell you, it's a fresh start for fresh start trade with a pick involved just based on the complex nature of Milan Lucic at this point of his career. Fair? I think that's the most fair assessment of the trade. However, as things go along, we now have to kind of take a look at how this is going to devolve. So what I'm going to get for you right now, I'm going to take down the subscriber bar. So if you like seeing me ramble on for hours on end about stuff that doesn't pertain really to the video until I get there, definitely subscribe. That's going to be my sell for you. Let's get to Milan Lucic's stats down there in Calgary to start the year, because we all know kind of what James Neal's done for us. Milan Lucic in Calgary through 3 games, he played last night against the LA Kings, has had, well, a -1 rating, 26 penalty minutes. He's had nothing on the power play, nothing shorthanded, nothing even strength in terms of production. He's gone out there and put 1 shot on net, and he's had a total of 4 shot attempts. So he's 1 for 4 getting the puck on net and 0 for 1 shooting the puck on net for a goal. So right there, that's already what we're getting at, but that's the offensive stats. That's not what Milan Lucic brings. Ladies and gentlemen, Milan Lucic brings 26 minutes of penalty minutes this year. Well, holy crap. Okay, let's just go back. You know what? The last time Milan Lucic was on pace for 26 minutes of penalties, never. He's never been on pace to have 26 minutes of penalties in 3 games to begin the year kind of deal and follow that up all year. That would be a total of 710 penalty minutes this season out of Milan Lucic. So that's your kind of ridiculous stat over an 82-game period. Now, there you go. He's had 2 fights. And let's get to the hit category, shall we? Because he's had 2 block shots. He's had 11 minutes and 50 seconds on ice. So we thought we weren't playing Milan Lucic enough for him to succeed. How about 11 minutes and 50 seconds average time on ice per game? You like it? I'm loving it. And then you go there, 2 blocks. Okay, 2 block shots, 3 games. You know what? If you're going to go out there and block a shot a game, a little bit of production, right? Lots of production. Then you've got 7 hits for Milan Lucic as well. So, correct me if I'm wrong. Milan Lucic is doing all the intangibles for his team, right? All the intangibles that 4th line, gritty, gutty player would bring. However, as I like to come down on Chris Russell for what he brings and the contract he totals, you're going to pay your goon $5.25 million this season? Yeah, that's the drawback. And now, okay, yeah, fair. It is what it is. Now let's just go add some insult to injury here, shall we? And I'm trying to play this down the middle, okay? I'm trying to, but it's hard as an Oilers fan. You got to admit. And when you've got a good early start, but there's a question I will ask you a bit later on. 6 goals in 3 games for James Neal. Those goals have realistically only come in 2 games to start the year, okay? And then you've got 2 minutes in penalties. So James Neal has spent a total of 24 less minutes in 3 games in the box. Yeah, I like guys out there producing. That's what I like. Okay, and James Neal has had 4 power play goals. Big tip. He's had 2 game-winning goals. And then he's had nothing even strength and assists, power, nothing there. He's had 14 shots on goal. Hold on. Let me go back to that. 1 shot on goal for Milan Lucic. Yeah, 14 for James Neal through 3 games. He's had 22 shot attempts. Go back here. He's had 4 total shot attempts, has Milan Lucic. So James Neal has 5.5 times the shot attempts of Milan Lucic and infinitely more goals. Something about that tells me something. I don't know what. I'm not that educated of a hockey man. Mr. James Neal has doubled the time on ice by 3 minutes extra. So he's been playing 18 minutes and 13 seconds a game. And he's taken 4 faceoffs, lost all 4. He's had 1 block. Bring me over here. Ladies and gentlemen, the final column that we need to know about James Neal. 11 hits. The fun one I'd like to see is hit attempts. Because that would really be where we differentiate the categories between Milan Lucic's hits, right? You've got 7 for Milan Lucic through 3 games and 11 through 3 games for James Neal. So tell me again how Milan Lucic is out there just gooning guys with his hits that nobody wants to face him. Guys, the only thing I've seen Milan Lucic do this season is sucker punch Nikita Zadorov after a questionable hit on a Calgary Flames player. Now, okay, let's go realistically get into this debate. I've broken down the early 3-game stats. We'll check back in December. We'll check back in March. We'll check back when we face the Calgary Flames in the playoffs, damn well, okay? That's fine. Realistically, all of that is goddamn meaningless. I can break it down, compare it one way or the other, however you want. At the end of the day, right now, it's meaningless. And the problem is, we can't get too high or too low on this whole Milan Lucic, James Neal, who won what trade. And I'm saying that equally as much to Flames fans who are getting low about this James Neal thing as much as Oilers fans who are getting high about this James Neal thing. Because here's the thing. I'm going to suggest a theory. And I'm not out here trying to be a clown show suggesting outright theories, but it's something I read at the 17-18 or end of the 17-18 season, beginning of 18-19, that I can't remember where the source is. So I'm quoting something that might not actually be true. But if what I read back in 18-19 is true about Milan Lucic and his wrists, about how he had to readjust to sticks because his wrists have been a little bit banged up. You've got Milan Lucic out there 2 fights in 3 games. He's got a $5.25 million cap hit, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so Flames fans, what I'm getting at, if you're looking at this way and you're saying, well, yeah, James Neal's lighting it up and we've got Milan Lucic and I think we're going to look like idiots. Well, long run short of it is the simple fact that you've got the Milan Lucic contract for a couple years more, right? You got several more years of Milan Lucic in Calgary if he's not dealt. The thing of the matter is that Milan Lucic, if he does have banged up wrists, or if he's going to scrap every single set of 2 games pretty much, say every second game, okay, I got my English wrong there, but say he scraps every second game. Like Jesse and JD said, there's uses for him. And in hockey terms, the use for a banged up Milan Lucic is $5.25 million of long-term injured relief cap space. There you go. End of the day, guys. As Oilers fans, we can goon it up and just over the top celebrate what we're doing with James Neal to begin it. But this isn't sustainable yet. Now, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love this start. Guys, you saw me last night. You can say, oh, Tyson, you're whatever, based on how this video's gone and how I've kind of arranged it. But go back to last night's stream. Happen to see that hat go almost through my window. I threw it so damn hard. And see what James Neal's 6 goals mean to me, okay? Don't be coming down on how I'm trying to play this one out through this video. But realistically, as much as the Lucic contract is bio-proof for the Flames, it's still almost idiot-proof in the fact that if the goal is for Milan Lucic to dummy as many people as he possibly can this season for the Calgary Flames, long-term injured relief, in case those hands don't hold up, is an option for several years yet. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why, however we go about this, for the next year, the next 2 years, whatever, however long the Oilers keep Neal, however long the Flames keep Lucic, the danger of this is the LTIR question, should Lucic ever end up there, which at this pace, at this age of his career, at what they've got him doing, I could see it as a possibility. That may just free up the cap space for contracts for Matthew Tkachuk at one point, maybe. Obviously, there's a couple of guys that are going to need contracts. Maybe a good goalie for the Calgary Flames, guys. So there's a lot of variables. So what we need to do, as Oilers fans, and guys, I'll speak to you guys if you're Flames fans, well, don't get too high, don't get too low. It's 3 games. Let's keep our heads on a level and steady. But god damn, let's hope James Neal keeps scoring 2 goals a game. Because, guys, I would love some Edmonton Oilers playoffs in April, guys. I'm Tyson, this is Dolynny TV. Oh, that's what you waited all video for. As always, Catch you in the next one. Give me your thoughts in the comment section down below. The subscriber bar's been up. If you haven't subscribed, what the heck are you doing? I'm telling you. You got to get on the crazy train because it's a good old time. I will catch you guys in the next one.